We all know that Princess Caroline of Monaco and her third husband, Prince Ernst August of Hanover, have been in a de facto separation for many years. On one hand, Princess Caroline still retains the title of Princess of Hanover, and in media reports about Prince Ernst August, he is often referred to as Princess Caroline's husband. On the other hand, the two haven't seen each other for many years, and Prince Ernst August also frequently changes girlfriends. Despite Prince Ernst August's questionable conduct and somewhat libertine behavior, his wealth and title during the years before his reputation soured did indeed add considerable luster to Princess Caroline. Today, let's rewind to before their story began and examine the early years of their love-hate relationship. Let's rewind events to the mid-1970s when Princess Grace of Monaco was still alive. However, due to the Monaco royal family's lack of wealth and status in earlier years, and their later somewhat tumultuous behavior, they were never fully embraced as mainstream within royal circles. Even in marrying noble ladies, various improper means had to be employed. However, as a mother, Princess Grace naturally hoped that her children would find suitable partners. In her view, suitable meant noble members with titles. Princess Grace first set her sights on her eldest daughter, Caroline. Being the eldest daughter and considering the common practice of early marriage for women, this choice was not inappropriate. Given her later circumstances, Princess Grace did not have much time, so around the time Caroline reached adulthood, she arranged a suitable match for her, Ernst August, heir to the Hanoverian royal family in Germany. Ernst August is 3 years older than Caroline. Despite having a past of dropping out of school and playing in a rock band, he generally did not exhibit excessively scandalous behavior. Although plain-looking, he is tall. Coupled with the Hanoverian family's deep roots, substantial wealth, and extensive properties, he indeed was an ideal match for Caroline. Princess Caroline, perhaps out of rebellion or due to a lack of compatibility with Ernst August, did not marry him, as is well known. Subsequently, Caroline quickly met her destined partner, the banker Philippe Junot, who was 17 years her senior. From a professional standpoint, Philippe was not lacking in wealth. Genealogically, his ancestors trace back to General Jean-Andoche Junot, a general under Napoleon. Apart from being older and having more wrinkles, Philippe did not possess significant flaws. Nevertheless, I still cannot comprehend why Caroline, just coming of age, would fall head over heels for this face and remain so steadfastly infatuated with him. In 1978, despite her inner displeasure, Grace could not go against her daughter's wishes and reluctantly attended Caroline and Philippe's wedding. This was Caroline's only church wedding and Grace's only time witnessing her children's wedding. Due to Philippe's wild and libertine lifestyle, the couple separated just 2 years after marriage. However, due to Catholic royal heirs being unable to divorce, Caroline's father, Rainier, spent 12 years convincing the Vatican to finally agree to declare the marriage null. Around the time Caroline divorced, Prince Ernst August also found his true love, a Swiss woman named Chantal, who was 1 year younger than him. The details of how they met are unclear, but it is reported that Chantal's father was a successful architect and developer, with significant investments in the pharmaceutical industry. As a second-generation member of an affluent family, Chantal was able to integrate into the upper echelons of German-speaking society, making her mutual attraction with Prince Ernst August unsurprising. However, despite the Hanoverian royal family having lost their throne and legitimacy many years ago, they still strictly adhere to German royal traditions and protocols, including the prohibition of royal members marrying outside of nobility. Chantal has no connections to the aristocratic circles. At that time, Prince Ernst August was resolute and demonstrated his later decisiveness. Although the specific methods he employed are not widely known, he successfully advocated for the abolition of the prohibition against nobles marrying commoners. In 1981, Chantal married Prince Ernst August, and they later had 2 sons, Ernst August and Christian. Prince Ernst August and Caroline's first husband, Philippe, share similarities in their libertine lifestyles, both openly embracing their behavior without attempts to conceal or restrain themselves. It is said that Prince Ernst August's wild ways remained consistent. However, to maintain the dignity of the aristocratic social circle and uphold the so-called family integrity, Chantal chose to quietly endure. Meanwhile, Caroline embarked on her second marriage in the 1980s with Stefano Casiraghi, an Italian tycoon 3 years her junior. They married in 1983, and together they had 3 children: Andrea, Charlotte, and Pierre. However, the happiness did not last long. In October 1990, Stefano tragically died in a speedboat racing accident at the age of only 30. Caroline suddenly became a widow, which was a devastating blow to her. Despite rumors that Stefano continued his playboy lifestyle after marriage, his sudden death was still incredibly difficult for Caroline to bear. After her husband's sudden death, Caroline received comfort and support from many people, including Chantal. Their acquaintance was not coincidental, as Monaco itself is a playground favored by European tycoons. If they frequently met and found themselves compatible, they would likely develop a friendly relationship. Nonetheless, at 33 years old, Caroline was still young. Despite having gone through 2 marriages and raising 3 children, she remained determined to restart her life. It was reported that she quickly sought refuge with French actor Vincent Lindon, along with her 3 children, and they lived together in the Saint-Rémy area for 5 years. However, because the paparazzi seemed unable to capture images of the two together, some of Caroline's fans still questioned her relationship with Vincent. They eventually separated in 1995, and the following year, Vincent had a son with his new girlfriend. During this period, which was 4 years before Caroline became pregnant and married Prince Ernst August, many rumors were circulating. However, there was no conclusive evidence, and the parties involved did not publicly confirm or deny these rumors. Therefore, people can interpret and judge these events based on their conclusions. The first scenario suggests that Caroline intervened in the marriage between Prince Ernst August and Chantal. According to German media reports, after Caroline separated from Vincent, she re-established contact with Prince Ernst August and they traveled together to a vacation home in Thailand to enjoy the sun and beach. Chantal, upon seeing these reports, felt extremely angry, not only feeling betrayed by her friend but also because Prince Ernst August's openly adulterous behavior left her completely humiliated. In her anger, Chantal confronted Caroline, leading to a physical altercation between the two women. In such fights between women, hair pulling is common, and Chantal's fighting skills prove superior, resulting in Caroline losing a significant amount of hair. Due to scalp damage and public scrutiny, Caroline's hair continued to fall out, eventually leading her to decide to shave her head completely. By 1997, Chantal grew weary and exhausted, agreeing to divorce Prince Ernst August. Meanwhile, Caroline did not marry Ernst August until 1999, when she was pregnant and about to give birth to their daughter, Alexandra. The couple posed for a photograph in front of a classic portrait of their mother, Princess Grace, though one wonders what Princess Grace would have felt upon seeing it. Supporting evidence for this viewpoint includes Caroline suddenly shaving her head during that period, not due to cancer treatment or other reasons. Additionally, there are claims from internet users that Chantal had once declared she would never divorce Prince Ernst August when he first started dating Caroline. The second explanation is that Prince Ernst August and Chantal were already in an open marriage. Prince Ernst August had been separated from Chantal when he began dating Caroline in 1995, and they finalized their divorce in 1997. The evidence lies in the extremely harmonious relationship between Chantal's 2 biological sons and their stepmother Caroline. Even after Prince Ernst August ceased to be recognized as Princess Caroline's spouse in Monaco, they continued to appear frequently at important events of the Monaco royal family. They also maintained a close relationship with Caroline's 3 adult children, akin to siblings. A clear example is their attendance with their families at the weddings of Caroline's 2 sons. If Caroline had indeed interfered in another person's marriage years ago, her biological sons as the original family members would not have maintained such intimate ties with Caroline's family. Just a few years ago, Chantal even attended Caroline's daughter-in-law Tatiana's brand event with her daughter-in-law Yekaterina. However, like many open marriages, Chantal's personal life details remain relatively unknown. Her first publicly known boyfriend appeared in 2003, identified as Alexander, a nephew of Queen Paola of Belgium. The exact time of their separation is not widely known. Later, Chantal's boyfriend was Nicholas Scott, a British aristocrat 5 years her senior, who was described as her long-term partner until his death from a heart condition in 2017. Caroline and Prince Ernst August's marriage did not last long before it fell apart. Prince Ernst August's behavior included but was not limited to public urination, soliciting prostitutes, assaulting police officers, being involuntarily committed to a psychiatric hospital, and arguing with his son in court. Because they never formally divorced, news reports about Prince Ernst August almost always mentioned Caroline's name. The couple informally separated in 2008. Based on Prince Ernst August's actions in transferring assets, he had been planning to split from Caroline as early as 2004. By marrying Prince Ernst August, Caroline gained the title of Princess of Hanover, and her third husband also gave her a daughter, Alexandra. However, his various behaviors repeatedly damaged Caroline's reputation, raising questions about whether these factors could offset each other. According to rough search results, Caroline and Prince Ernst August have not been seen together publicly in over a decade. While Caroline and Chantal are described as friends, the only available photos of them together appear to be from early years. There is a possibility that Chantal and Prince Ernst August may have crossed paths at their younger son's wedding in 2018, but no photos of them together have been made public. It's worth noting that Prince Ernst August ended up in ICU for acute pancreatitis due to excessive drinking at his son's wedding. Regardless of past events, now in their 60s, both Chantal and Caroline seem to have embarked on similar paths in life. While neither has publicly acknowledged male companions, their respective children's families are harmonious, and both have become grandmothers with multiple grandchildren. As for Prince Ernst August, he continues to live his life without pause or restraint. Even with only the last breath remaining, he persists in his ways. His recent news includes a summer vacation last year with his girlfriend and younger son's family at a sunny beach. Despite being well into his 70s, I have no doubt he will continue his ways. His good times may still lie ahead.